Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Deep divers. I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What else? Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Hadouken. Take all of that good ass energy I'm sending you. And let me say a big shout out to everyone who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Click the link down below and be inspired. So, deep divers, breaking news. Sean Diddy Combs gets indicted by a grand jury. Now, this is big news. And we've got a lot to talk about, a whole lot to talk about. I'm going to give you my reaction. I'm going to tell you what I think about this whole situation. And I want all of you right now to hit the like button if you support the real. Once again, hit the like button right now if you support the real, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Now, this channel is not about celebrities, because deep divers, the truth is, we are the celebrities. Slow motion this side. It's about realizing things that happen in the Matrix, like what's happening with this music mogul, Sean Diddy Combs. We can actually learn from and actually apply it to our lives to help us become our greatest version. Are you ready? Or are you ready? You're ready. Fantastic. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So the breaking news, deep diver, Sean Diddy Combs gets indicted by a grand jury. This is big news, right? And I'll just play you the story because he got arrested first, and I'll play it for you.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment. Joining us now is CNN's entertainment reporter Elizabeth Wagmeister, and also with us CNN chief legal correspondent Ellie Honing. Elizabeth, you were a big part of revealing some details about Diddy's conduct in private over the course of the last couple of months. That video led to a lot more scrutiny on what he has been accused of. What do we know at this point about what this case might ultimately be about?
Abby, at the moment, we don't know what the charges are. I have information that he was arrested tonight at a Manhattan hotel. He is currently being processed. I heard from his attorney they are still maintaining his innocence. They said that in anticipation of these charges that Diddy relocated to New York last week. And here's a statement that I have from his attorney. He says, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." He goes on to say that he is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. Now, Abby, that video that you just spoke about was a few months ago when our team broke this disturbing video of Diddy violently assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, better known as the singer, her stage name, Cassie. Now, up until this point, when we broke this video, Diddy had denied the allegations against him. Cassie is one of 10 civil suits against Diddy, 9 of which he is accused directly of sexually assault. Up until that video, he denied everything. After that video came out, he changed his tone. He apologized for his conduct in that video. But I have to tell you, Abby, just as of last week, a former member of Danity Kane, which was one of the bands from Making the Band, Diddy's show that was on MTV, she sued him for sexual assault and other disturbing allegations, and he denied that. So he continues the denials, and he still maintains his innocence, even though he has been arrested tonight.
Right. So that was when he got arrested. And this is when he got indicted, right? Then I'm going to give you my whole take on this whole situation, and get ready for it, deep divers. Get ready for it, deep divers. Let's go.
Breaking news after the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs in New York City. We just learned what charges he is now facing. Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz is here with details that are just coming in. Irene.
Yeah, Leslie, new information just into our newsroom within the past 20 minutes. We've now learned Sean Diddy Combs has been charged with 3 counts. Those charges dealing with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The charges allege he ran an enterprise that involved sex trafficking trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He was arrested at a Manhattan hotel lobby late last night. He's been indicted by a federal grand jury. Back in March, Homeland Security raided his homes in LA and Miami at the same time. Investigators there seized electronics. The allegations have been piling up over the last few months. Combs has denied these claims, but did apologize after footage surfaced in the spring. The graphic video showing Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. The rapper has been in a number of civil suits since the early 1990s. Again, we have just learned the charges. Federal prosecutors are expected to speak more soon this morning. We are waiting on those details.
Hello, Okay, so I've given you some background information. Now, what do I think about this whole Diddy situation? Once again, we've got to remind ourselves that we are the real celebrities. At the same time, the Matrix handpicks these certain people, and the music mogul Diddy was handpicked. And for a long time, for decades, he was really running the music industry. He was on top, right? Bad boy and East Coast, West Coast beef and all of that stuff. So he's really been a very powerful player in the music industry. But the truth is, his time's up. The truth is, they want him out of there. They want him out of there. They want him gone. And you've got to remind yourself that when you're in a position like Diddy, who is extremely wealthy, you have everything at your disposal. Sometimes it kind of goes to your head that you can do anything, and you forget that actually you've been put there. You've been hand selected, and you can't bite the hand that feeds you. And obviously what he did to Cassie was terrible, right? In that hotel lobby, that was terrible. But these charges, we don't know if he's innocent or guilty. We don't know, because a trial has to take place. But what we do know is that when you are someone like Diddy, sometimes you feel like you're untouchable because you are protected by the elites in the music industry. And this goes on. You see, when you are in that music industry at the top like Diddy, they are going to give you everything. The fame, the money, the women. But what they don't tell you is that you are still under contract. And if you bite the hand that feeds you, all of that is going to be taken away. So they're going to give you a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They're going to give you the platinum plaque. I'll be missing you, right? But what they don't tell you is that the Baphomet eats its own children. And for a long time, Diddy was on top, dancing around. And this is a sign that all of that is coming to an end, because you see, the truth is, a lot of terrible things happen in the music industry. What happened to Whitney Houston in the bathtub? That's another story. A lot of crazy things happen. But what I can tell you is that Diddy is definitely not the only one. Diddy is definitely not the only one, but he will be the sacrificial lamb, because there are other people, the Harvey Weinsteins, the Jeffrey Epsteins. But Diddy has become a sacrificial lamb because, once again, the Baphomet consumes its own children. The Baphomet consumes its own children. So here you have Tupac and Biggie. Now, a lot of people have a bone to pick with Diddy because they feel that he's responsible for letting Biggie go to LA in the middle of an East Coast, West Coast beef. Biggie was supposed to go to London, but Diddy said, hey, come to LA. And a lot of people blame Diddy for Biggie's death, right? Some people even blame Diddy for Tupac's death, right? So Diddy has a lot of people who want his downfall. Now, these charges, I'm a criminologist, right? We don't know if he's innocent or guilty. It has to go to trial. But what we do know is that when there's a powerful person, they can just say sex trafficking, racketeering, and the public are going to believe it. You don't know if it's true or not. Now, yes, what we do know is that his behavior towards Cassie was proof. Violent behavior, right? But we don't know about these other accusations, right? We don't know if that's true or not. So you have to always remind yourself that no one's perfect. And when you're a bad boy, like Diddy, you will get your day of reckoning. They're no longer going to protect you because you broke the oath. What oath did he break? Well, you see, when you remind yourself how deep the rabbit hole goes, you realize that actually, for a long time, for decades, Diddy was living it up and he had no problems. But the moment he got a problem was when he filed a lawsuit against Diageo, this multinational and this alcohol brand, which is worth billions. And he said, well, they were racist to his Ciroc brand. And this is when Diddy started to get a lot of problems. Because if you go after these people, and I think he actually won the lawsuit or it was settled, right? So he got some money from that. But what he didn't realize is that when you are going to war with the big dogs, they're going to ruin your whole entire career. He didn't want to play ball. And now his whole entire life is being destroyed. It's a lesson that you can't serve two masters. And it's also a lesson that what you do in the dark will come out in the light. Right? Because what he did to Cassie was unacceptable and wrong. But also, we've got to remind ourselves, you can't serve two masters. You can't say, hey, I want to do this with this Diageo, De Leon, and all of that. And then bite the hand that feeds you. Because they're going to come after you. And they're going to make a public humiliation ritual. And that's what's happened. Once again, you start off on top. They give you the star. But what they don't tell you is that you're running on borrowed time. Because Goat Lucy is always going to come and collect. Goat Lucy is always going to come and collect. And people always know Diddy parties are crazy. But what you realize is that no one in that circle, in the Hollywood circle, has anything to say. Because they'll party with you. But when you're going through hard times, Roadrunner, beep, beep, they're nowhere to be seen. What can I say about Diddy? Is that it's over for that whole generation of bling bling, because that was all an illusion. But the elite used Diddy to help perpetuate that illusion to millions of people. But you see, when they no longer need you to carry out their agendas, then they dispose of you. They get rid of you. They create headlines. And this is a lesson. I always say, when we talk about becoming our greatest version, deep divers, you have to remind yourself, soul not for sale. They've offered me deals. I said, no, thank you. I'm a free man. with a cat down the road. You have to say in your life, sold not for sale, because once again, you will be offered all the fame, fortune in the world, but at what cost? At what cost? What good is it to gain the whole world, all the riches in the world, but to lose your soul in the process? And that's the story of Diddy. And Michael Jackson said something as well, because the lesson we can learn is that, once again, this has a lot to do with him winning his lawsuit against Diageo de Leon, the liquor corporation. And now they're coming after him, right? It seems so, right? But this is what MJ had to say, because Michael Jackson had a bone to pick with Sony. He said, and Sony being the artist that I am, at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion. They really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing. It usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them, right? And that's what Michael Jackson said. And Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog. And then all of a sudden, this is it. He mysteriously passes away by a doctor. We don't even know where he came from. What I'm telling you is that when you bite the hand that feeds you, when you're in that society, they'll come after you. Because the lesson here is that you can't serve two masters. Once again, what Diddy did was terrible to Cassie. And sometimes power, absolute power, can corrupt absolutely. And that's what appears to be happening with this situation. Once again, let the trial happen. Let's see what the evidence is. They're saying that a lot of baby oil was found, and some guns, different things, but we don't know, some tapes, right? We have to see all of the evidence. Innocent until proven guilty. Always remind yourself, what good is it to gain all the riches in the world, but to lose your soul in the process? Soul not for sale. If your soul is not for sale, deep divers, if your soul is not for sale, I want all of you right now to hit the like button if you support The Real. Once again, hit the like button right now if you support The Real, and share this video, because we are here to remind ourselves that we are the true stars and our souls are not for sale. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, make sure you go and get the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart, on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. And go and check out the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And go and get the good ass prana shirts, deep divers, all new designs you're going to love, at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, book it at ralphsmart.com/sessions. Deep divers, free your mind and your ass will follow. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, make sure you hit the like button if you support The Real, and share this video. Hit the like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video and let me know what you think about this, and let me know how you're going to become your greatest version today. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep elevating, and let's keep thanking the cat down the road for being so awesome. Peace.